Okay, as I said before, Alan Dunham from the forecast office. I just want to start off quickly with a little bit of historical, recent history in the last 36 months, 3 years. You can see we've actually been dealing with below normal precip for quite a while. We've been fortunate where we'd have very dry summers, we'd get a recovery in the fall, but overall this has been building up. Okay, here's your graphical of the 3-month SPI, and that is as of the 9th of August. And you can see, especially up in the Northeast, you're down that 2.5, and we're starting to push to 3. 6 month, a little bit better, but still, really, the Northeast region is showing up in the worst shape as far as the SPI is concerned. Overall average, you're in that 1.5 to 2 below normal. And then a 12-month, still the same thing. We're still dry right through Worcester County, with again the Northeast section being the worst on a 12-month SPI. Drought monitor. This was as of the 2nd. And the drought monitor, most of you know, is issued again on a Thursday morning. And sure enough, they did. And what they've done now is we now have an area of D3, pretty much the southeastern third of Middlesex County, touching Norfolk County, and just right on the border with Essex County. D3 is extreme drought, and we were talking in the office, and we can't remember the drought monitor ever putting anything in Massachusetts in D3. The monitor's only been around since 2000, but still, this is kind of a rare situation for us, seeing that in southern New England. The Palmer, you can see, not too bad. Oddly enough, it was an improvement over the update from a week ago, and I'm not really sure why, because the Palmer is usually a very slow responsive scale, and so I'm not really sure why they moved it down to moderate dry instead of severe drought. That may waver back and forth depending on what happens for the rest of August. Same thing for the crop moisture. I'm thinking what happened with the crop moisture is we did have that period of around a shower, thunderstorms late July, and we've had a couple around already in August, and I think that was probably a contributing factor. And you'll see when I bring up the total rainfall so far in August, you can see where they had, most of the rain was over the west, Berkshires, and as the further east you got, the less rain there was until you got to the east, and there was barely anything. And here's that rainfall, and this does not take into account yesterday's rain. This is as of 8 a.m. on the 10th. And you can see Berkshires had the best rain. A couple even spots got into the 2 to 3 inch range. Most of it ½ inch to upwards of 1.5 inches. But then when you start getting in, here's again that big area in the northeast section, and again reflecting what they've done with the drought monitor, we're still not getting any rain there. Very little. Forecast for the next 10 days. This was the product that was out yesterday morning. This does get updated every afternoon. So that was yesterday morning, and you can see kind of in there that basically you're looking at 2 to 4 inches of rain. The one they put out yesterday for the next 7 days is 1 to 2. Basically, they cut it in half. Unfortunately, that's part of forecasting. You take the latest data and you have to make your adjustments. So while that's looking real good, the one that was issued yesterday afternoon, not so much. Here's our outlook. This is a 6 to 10 day. Again, it was showing for the next 6 to 10 above normal chances of above normal precip. That again was yesterday morning. Yesterday afternoon they updated it again, did their afternoon update, and we dropped back down to equal chances of above or below. Not enough skill. Basically, that says not enough skill to say whether you're going to have above normal precip or below. So it's not as rosy as what that points. But also notice above to well above normal temperatures for the 15th through the 19th. Going ahead 17th through the 23rd, we're still in that equal chances. There's not enough skill for above or below, but again, still remaining well above normal on temperature. So at least through the 23rd of August, looking at mainly hot conditions, and this time of year, muggy conditions. This is the 1 month outlook that they issued back in July for August, and you can see August was equal chances of above or below precip, and the same for temperature. These are your 3 months, and I stepped it up by month. And you can see temperature-wise, really, until we get into the winter, looking at above normal temperatures, precip all the way across the board is equal chances of above or below. This is the drought outlook from July 21st through October 31st. They have not released another one since July 21st, but as you can see, no improvement forecast through the end of October of the drought dry conditions. If you're looking for help from the tropics, which is generally how a lot of times these extended dry spells or droughts get broken up, at least through the late part of August, absolutely nothing expected to be brewing in the Atlantic Basin. Still looking for average hurricane tropical activity. We have made it through Earl now. Earl went through the southern Gulf, and now that moisture is wrapping back into Florida, but unfortunately it's not getting up here. So really, again, it's going to be hit or miss whether we can get a tropical system. Right now, I'd say basically what we're looking at is for this weekend into early next week is probably our best chance. We have a semi-stationary frontal system right now lying across extreme northern New England. That is forecast to go ahead and drop to the south over the next 3 to 4 days. Once it gets close to us, either Sunday or Monday, little bundles of energy move along that front, will give us periods of showers and thunderstorms. However, again, with showers and thunderstorms, some people will get it, a lot of people won't. Good example yesterday, Beverly, as Dave said, picked up, in that part of the Northeast, picked up a little over an inch of rain. Bedford got about a quarter, Boston about 3/10. So Boston for the year, for August so far, is almost an inch below normal. So it's really, that continues to show, mainly in the east, things are deteriorating. And elsewhere for the first half of August, I'd say we're probably holding our own. Worcester, as of midnight last night, was just about average for this time of year. It was 0.03 below. So it's kind of holding its own. And I think the way August is shaping up right now, the first half, we get another round of showers or thunderstorms late Sunday into Monday, or whenever they do occur. We'll be holding our own. For the rest of August, we're going to have to wait and see. But if the spigot turns off for the second half of August, we're going to be in even worse shape again. Also to remember, on the 6-month precips, we start calculating all the month of August, we lose February. February was the last month we've had that had above normal precip, anywhere from 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches, depending where you are. So you're going to lose that surplus from February, and if August ends up either normal or below normal, it's just going to exacerbate those numbers. Any questions? Nope, thank you.
Thank you, Alan.